Hi there, it's Martha, and if you're new, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back and clicking on this video. So this is my what I've been warming video, and I have a little Scentsy, a little Lavender as usual. This is a little smaller than my normal what I've been warming, only because I was keep saying stuff. I was out a lot of last week. I was in DC, so if you're interested in learning more about me, if you are newer, I do have vlogs, and they're not like your typical vlog, I guess. Usually try to incorporate some kind of wax behind the scenes stuff, but I did go to DC and I share a couple of things in there, like being at the Capitol and some shots that I took, and then I also shared what I won from Wax Bingo. So the Wax Bingo was last week, and I won. My numbers were picked. I was so excited because I really don't ever win much at all, anything. Really not. Every once in a while, but I guess that's not never, huh? But rarely do I ever win anything. So that was fun. And I won, and what I had picked was like a surprise me, fill the envelope and surprise me. I thought it was just going to be a small envelope, and Charity ended up sending me a lot of wax, including a loaf and like vendors that I'd never ordered from before or used or familiar with. So really, really cool. So if you're interested in that, I'll link it at the end of this video, but otherwise, let's get started with this. And I'm going to start with Scentsy. So here we go. Okay, I feel like there should be a drum roll at this point because I finished my first brick. My first brick. It is Sugar Cookie. I did touch on this last week, so I won't go into too much detail. It's Sugar Cookie. It's no longer available in the catalog, but it's taken me probably about 9 months to go through this, and it's my first brick. I love the idea of bricks. It just takes me so long to use them up. So I don't know that I'm going to be getting the holiday bricks. I don't know. What I will do probably is get the scents in a bar form in my Scentsy Club, because that is the cool thing about Scentsy Club. If you don't like bricks or just not sure if you're going to like the scent, you can put the bar version of it in your club and then get it that way and not be stuck with like a pound of wax. But this is Sugar Cookie. It's a great kind of staple to have around, so I may get another brick of this down the road. I do have vanilla buttercream as well, so I want to use that up as well. But yeah, finished my first brick. And it definitely, having the brick Sundays, that's what I started a couple months ago, has definitely helped, because otherwise those bricks were just sitting kind of tucked in a corner, where out of sight, out of mind. And so having them out and center and making a concerted effort to warm a brick, like pick a brick and warm it on a Sunday has really helped. So anyway, if you have trouble warming, do some kind of thing where it becomes a routine, and definitely have it somewhere where you can see it. That will definitely help. Okay, the next one this is from the Epcot Flower Garden Festival. This is Soft Plumeria, and this is Pink Plumeria, Apple, White, and Teak Wood. I really enjoy Plumeria. It's a very, what's the word I wanted to use? It's a sweet tropical floral, but it's also very strong, or can be very strong. I think it's very, what's the word? I can't figure out the word I'm trying to say. But I mean, you know it when you smell it, right? It's a very distinct scent. That's what I'm trying to say. And it's a very pretty floral. I used it in the bedrooms, and in the last 2 cubes I used in the bathroom. And I just had 2, so I wanted again to kind of make room for what I've been bringing in and any half-used items to use them up. But I really like the scent. I had it in my club for like a minute, but then I decided to take it out because I did need to make some cuts, some serious cuts, and I took it out. But this is very pretty scent. It's not one you find very often. At least I don't notice it very often as a scent note or even in vendor wax. But that is Soft Plumeria. I enjoyed it. And I'm sorry, I am going to take a sip of water. I don't know why. I feel like I've been Well, actually, I've tried to do this video like 4 times and I keep messing up. So I've just started over. And I don't know that I'll have outtakes at the end of this. We will see. But sometimes if it's in multiple videos, I'm just going to like delete it. But here we go. This is Magnolia Linen. And this has scents of magnolia. It's, ooh, we have a siren. I don't know if that'll be picked up, but magnolia, like air dried linen, and I forget what other floral is in here. So it is like a floral laundry scent, but it's not overly laundry. To me, there's a slight difference between like laundry, like strong laundry, and like a linen scent. It's the linen is more like a freshly washed, but it's not like you're in the laundry room. So it's like a little step back. So I would say this is a little more linen, like freshly laundered linen with a floral scent. Performed really well. This was part of the spring summer catalog, so it's not available anymore, as I'm pretty sure. But it was nice. Maybe I'll pick one up next year if it comes back. It wasn't anything I was going to club. All right, this next one is White, Amber, and Teak. So this is white amber and I think teak wood, and what else is in here? Bergamot. That's the other one. So I've had this since January, and can you believe I have not worn this at all, ever. This was also in last year's fall and winter catalog. It has come back, and I hadn't warmed it. And it's actually done pretty well, considering it is, you know, good 9 months old. Not really, just starting, very, very barely starting to sweat. I've noticed, and tell me if you notice the same things. I notice that the bars that get sweaty are bars red. Usually if they're red in color, they're the ones that start to get juicy first. And maybe some, it's like the darker tones, or like something like maybe like a brown wax or a blue, like a darker blue. But anyway, this is got a little bit, to me, kind of laundry-ish, that linen thing again, but the bergamot and the white amber mixed together does give this more of a masculine bend to it. Personally, I like white amber and silk better. To me, that's like a female version of this one. That one's a little bit maybe more of a stronger linen, but either way, I still enjoy this one because I don't mind a cologne scent every once in a while. I've enjoyed it. I like it. I might pick one up in the future, but this isn't one I'm going to club necessarily, but I'm enjoying it. So that is White, Amber, and Teak. Next, we have let's see, Sweet Pea and Vanilla. This was from the June Bring Back My Bar. And this to me is it kind of smells a little bit like bubblegum. A little bit, like there's a sweetness to it. It's definitely like a sweet bubblegummy kind of scent, but it's also soft floral. I do enjoy this one a lot. I didn't club it, but I did pick up another bar or two. It is on the lighter side, but I think it's perfect for a bedroom. So that is Sweet Pea and Vanilla. Ooh, okay, here's a new bakery. Not new, but new to me. This is Lemon Coconut Chiffon. I had never warmed this before. I saw this during the warehouse sale back in, when was that? Was that July or August? July. That's why I have stickers on here, July. And I had just heard so much about this. A lot of people, you know, would hope to see this come back someday. Were bummed when this got taken out. I'm not going to go on a rant on the very low selection of bakery that Scentsy has. I don't know, but I feel like they have a lot of great bakery like this from years past, and it sucks that they've kind of demolished the bakery section. But anyway, I love Lemon Bakery. This is so good. I'm picky with my coconut. Sometimes Scentsy coconut smells very plasticky or waxy. This does not. It's definitely a toasted coconut. It's like coconut shavings. It's like coconut shavings on the top of a cake that when you've baked it has gotten a little toasty. And the lemon in the bakery, there's like a lemon and vanilla. It's so good. I did warm this in open space, and I only used 4 cubes. And I know that I've heard some people say it's more like for smaller rooms and not maybe open space worthy. But it was on a day where I didn't want I just didn't want a lot of scent, but I wanted it subtle. I wanted it there, but not like in my face. And this was great, actually. So I had one in the kitchen in, what's the one in the kitchen? The Salerno is what I have in the kitchen. And then around the corner, I also had it in my, I think it was called the Tiger's Eye Pumpkin from last year, in there. So it was in two kind of cross areas of an open space, and it worked great. I thought it worked great. So I'm glad I still have the other half of it because it's the only bar I have, but I enjoyed it. So I have had a couple of like laundry linen scents this week, but this is Frosty Air. I did start this last week, so now it is an empty. So this is Sweet Citrus, Lily of the Valley, and Frosty Air. It is part of the new 10 scents that came out in the catalog. It's a laundry scent. I mean, it just smells like Pea Cotton to me. I mean, not exact, but I think there's a lot of similarities to Pea Cotton. So if you like that one and forgot to club it, you might like this one. And Pea Cotton was a Bring Back My Bar from January. I like it, but it's just, I don't know. I kind of feel like it was a waste of taking up a new scent. But that is what I have for Scentsy. And before I move on, I probably should have done this in the intro, but I feel like I was rambling already. I'm going to ramble some more. At the moment of recording this video, I am at 899 subscribers. Who knows where I'll be on Monday morning when this posts, because sometimes I even go backwards and that's like, ouch. You know, I think I was at 899 on Thursday and then I lost it and then they're back. So YouTube does that every once in a while, play little games like that. But my point is, so I'm not rambling too much. My point is, I just wanted to say thank you so much. I cannot believe I am at 899 subscribers at the moment of recording this, because I just can't. I mean, I came on here, started a channel because I wanted a place to talk about wax for as long as I wanted by talking to this camera, not knowing if anyone was going to watch, hoping some people would watch, but really not expecting more than a handful. And to be where I am right now, I'm just so incredibly grateful. So grateful. Grateful for one, feeling like I was welcomed with open arms into this community. Grateful for how kind and amazing you have all been. This community has been to me. Grateful for just the friends that I've made. And then grateful for every time that I do drop a video, seeing familiar names and comments from people. It brings a smile to my face. And I still to this day wonder, like, how did this happen? And thank you so much. So for all of you that have either liked, subscribed, watched, left a comment, thank you so much. Time is precious, and for you to take your time to listen to what I have to say, to watch what I have to say, take the time to type out a comment and, leave me tips or information or share something of yourself with me means so much, and you have no idea. So I want to do something back as a thank you. So I do want to do a giveaway when I hit 1,000, and I'm so close. I can't believe I'm so close. I mean, I can't. So I do want to do a giveaway, and I'll do a separate video on that. But I just wanted to say that because when I came on before recording and I saw I was at 899, I was like, what? So thank you really from the bottom of my heart it's been such a fun journey, and I love it. And I mean, I would be doing this regardless of however many people are watching. But when you get that close to 1,000, you're just like, oh my gosh, it feels like it almost feels like that's the finish line, even though that's not really the finish line. But that would mean that my channel could be monetized, which would be awesome. I mean, I have no idea what that means if I get like $5 or $2 or whatever, but it's fantastic. but it's just a huge milestone, and one that I honestly I never thought it would. I would never thought it would come at all when I started, and let alone come this fast. So for whatever reason, why you watch me, whatever reason brought you here, just thank you. Thank you so much. So we'll do something fun. I mean, I guess the sooner more people subscribe, the better. So help me get to 1,000. That would be fantastic. So that was my little ad in the middle of, it wasn't even an ad. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just like, I'm mumbling now and rambling, and I just don't know how to say thank you in just very short words, but thank you so much. So moving on to vendor wax. Anyway, this is, let's start with Lavender and Speckles scents. This is Lilac, Woods, and Sweet Cakes. I love Beth's Lilac. I've mentioned it before on my channel. It's a pretty floral. It's very pretty. It's not a strong floral. It's a powdery floral. So if you don't like powdery scents, and you don't like florals, not for you, but it's really, really pretty. And if you're unsure, give one a try. Like this one is lilac and Palo Santo and white cake and buttercream. So it's got a nice mix of stuff, and it might sound really odd to mix like floral with this kind of bakery, but no, that's even a better floral because it's not sharp at all. It's just soft and powdery and sweet. And it's so good. I warm this here in the bedroom, and I love her lilac. I've also, I think I have another one of like Fireside or Lilac Fireside. Not Marshmallow Fireside. I forget what she calls it, but it's another lilac scent. And yeah, I will be buying her lilac scents because they're beautiful. So Lilac Woods, great in the bedroom, and love that. Okay, this next one here, I do this all the time. When am I going to learn to bring my readers when I have a sassy girl, sassy girl with the tiniest font here? This is Black Hood, and I only warmed 4, the little brittle cubes here, and I warmed this because I think it'll be 2 weeks now. She had Black Hood along with Green Machine, I think. Anyway, I failed. I went back and ordered some more Sassy Girl, even though I said I wasn't going to order more for the end of the year, but she was offering Green Machine and It's Fall, Charlie Brown, and some other scents, IHOP, other scents that basically I've been wanting to try. And so, as I'm filling up my order, I'm like, ooh, she's got Black Hood on there. And I had this before, I just hadn't warmed it. So I decided to warm it, and I did. And I warmed it in the bedroom. And this is a beautiful scent, but it was strong too. So I probably could have been fine with 2 of these brittles in my bedroom, but it went on and on, went a whole 24 hours and then kept going. So this one lasted a very long time. I do not have any issues with Sassy Girl. For me, it's always been a very, generally speaking, on a rare occasion, I've had a few that didn't work very well, but most of the time, her scents are strong. I've had this since August, so it's probably the newest one. And since I can't read the notes handy here, let me, who knew that a video with a short week of warming would end up being just as long? But this is chestnut and smoky woody accords mixed with sweet notes of vanilla and red berries and floral and orange blossom and neroli essence. So it is a perfumey scent. It's very similar to Replica's Around the Fireplace, something like that. I think you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's a beautiful scent. Long story short, although I think this is beautiful and I would repurchase it, I just felt like a loaf of this would be a lot. So I decided not to get the loaf because I do have almost a whole brittle of it. And because this was so strong, it'll take me a while to get to use that up. So that was Black Hood. And that was a very long, I don't know what I was saying about that. But this next one is from L3 Waxy Wonders. This is a Trig Tart in Orange Chiffon Cake. I got this in the Round Robin, and this is fantastic. L3, I need to order more from her, but I'm kind of like, I don't right now because I've gone crazy. But maybe next year, early next year, I will. Who am I kidding? Probably in December, I'm going to order more. But I love this. This I used in the open space, so kind of filled it on the same day that I've been using Luke Steiner. I'm just not going to share that every single week, but I'm still working my way through Luke Steiner from Scoopable Wax Melts, and this was very fragrant. I smell that bakery orange. So it's like how much I love lemon bakery. It's kind of got that same thing, but with an orange twist to it. And this was beautiful. So this was orange chiffon cake from L3 Waxy Wonders, but I don't think I finished my thought. Love L3. I just don't have a lot of L3, but I have a lot of samples. And I mentioned this last week. For whatever reason, because a lot of her blends don't have like a name, like to me, orange chiffon cake. I can remember that, but some of them are like, 5 different things. And I just get overwhelmed, I think, when I look at her site, because I'm like, I don't know. What did I like? I don't remember. And so anyway, I would love to order more, and I probably will. But because it performs really well for me. So I don't know. I don't know why certain vendors. So do you have that? Do you have certain vendors where you like them and you want to buy more, but for whatever reason you don't? And then these other vendors like Sassy Girl or Rose Girls, those are the kind of Lavender and Speckles. Those are the ones that I just keep going back to, even though I want more L3 or the Pharmacist Daughter. Like I bought Pharmacist Daughter last year in December, and I haven't bought any all year, but I don't have any reason why. So I don't know. Am I the only one, or do you do that too? I don't know. But here's another L3. This is Fruit Loops Cherry Bubblegum. So I'm still working my way through all the samples that I got. And this one was fun. I wore this here in the bedroom. I'm still doing the kind of, not every night, but picking through a bunch of samples that I have in my Hurricane and warming them. But I do love bubblegum. Who knew that I would love bubblegum? But I do enjoy the bubblegum scent, and this had a little bit of that Fruit Loops, kind of sweet, and it was just sweet fun. So I did enjoy that. I probably wouldn't, maybe, because sometimes I get in a cereal mood, but I kind of have a lot of it right now. But I would buy another one of these because I did enjoy it, but probably not anytime soon. Okay, this other one here is also a sample from L3, and this is just her Beach Nights, and really pretty. I mean, I love Beach Nights. It smells like Beach Nights. Very pretty. It's not, to me, like my favorite Beach Nights, but I enjoyed it. My favorite is probably Sassy Girl Aromas Beach Nights and Teddy Bees. If I had to, gun to the head of which one was my favorite, I still couldn't pick one. Okay. Here we have, let's see here, Scoopable Wax Melts. I'm still having trouble with the name change. This is Tim and Kathy's company, Scoopable Wax Melts, and this is Pineapple 3 Cakes. So she just recently had a 3 Cakes pre-order. I got sent some from Summer, and I was just warming through it. So this is Yellow Cake, Birthday Cake, Pineapple, and Cupcake at Tiffany's. And yeah, I warmed, I think, the mango one the week before. And this was pretty good. It was pretty good, but it was a little bit on the lighter side. It was a sample though, but I did warm this in open space, and it was fine. But I'm kind of getting a little over pineapple right now, as much as I loved it in the summer. And then here is just a little bag to remind me that I also warmed Lavender and Speckles Calm and Wild. So a friend of mine had given me a little bunt, I like calling them bunt cakes, from Lavender and Speckles. And this was really good. And I think I ordered, I think it's called like Calm or Beach Nights and Calm, or Calm Nights and Beach Nights, something like that, which I think is her Calm and Wild blend with Beach Nights, I think. But anyway, I enjoy this a lot. It had more of a cologne-y scent than I remember or recall as it was warming. I don't know if I can smell much in here, but yeah, so it was different. It was very different, but I enjoyed it. I liked it. I don't know if I'd get a whole thing of it though. So I think mixed with the beach nights, it would be really nice. But I did enjoy this in my bedroom, and it did have a little bit of a masculine lean on it, but it was different and I liked it. So Calm and Wild. Okay, really quick here. I don't think I can read this either, so maybe I shouldn't bother, but I will because, you know, I'm rambling anyway. Might as well just keep going. This one is called Huntington Beach, and this is, oh gosh, orange sherbet, tart raspberries, and vanilla ice cream. This is one of my friend's wax. So my friend makes wax for me. She doesn't sell it or anything, but I really enjoy this. So I had a big old bar of it, and I warmed this downstairs, and it was just nice because I love orange sherbet and the vanilla ice cream. It was fantastic. So I'm going to mention her wax when I warm it. Then we have from, oh gosh, I can never remember the name of this. It's something Keeping Room. Candles from the Keeping Room? Is that right? I don't know why I can't. This one doesn't stick. See, I don't know. Some things don't stick in my head. This is strawberry jam and grape jelly. Is it Candles from the Keeping Room? Anyway, her wax is a lot harder. It's probably the hardest wax that I own. So I did use a tea light for this, and because it was a sample, it was literally like, you know, like a $50 size, but bigger. And it was like, that's what it looked like. It looked like a blob of like strawberry jam and jelly. And this was really good. So I think the tea light, because it was a harder wax, I did really want to have this perform. And because it was just a sample, I had it going in my bedroom actually, and it filled the room really, really nicely. So I enjoyed that, and appreciate that. That one was part of my friend mail from Summer. So thank you, Summer. And then last but not least, I finished Lavender Vanilla Summer Breeze, and this is from Rose Girls. And this was one that, to me, when I first smelled it on cold, I was like, ooh, I don't know. That's kind of a weird mix. And I do like lavender. But this was one that, you know, don't judge it until you warm it. I really liked it. So it's lavender, vanilla, and strong laundry. There's something happened when it warmed that lavender and the vanilla and the laundry scent kind of melded nicely together. So I did enjoy that one. It is a laundry scent. It was a strong laundry scent, but it did have that a little bit of lavender to it. So next is, the rest of the stuff is like non-wax stuff, but it's kind of waxy stuff. So I just have my cotton balls here. So I will never buy these again. This is, what is this? Gliganic? It's very hard to say. Gliganic. I got this on Amazon, 200 count. I don't know why I got these, because these are expensive, like really expensive, like 5 times more expensive than these. And they sucked. These were, and not sucked in a good way. I mean, they did not suck up any, I shouldn't say any. They were slow to suck up the wax. So these were very dense, very, very dense cotton balls. So I actually thought when I got them, I'm like, oh, okay, well, you know, they're like the density of like the cotton cleanups. But you know, they're, you know, cotton ball size. But they were so slow in soaking up the wax, and they didn't even soak up the wax. Like it wouldn't like soak up the, you know, the cotton ball wouldn't get completely soaked up. So anyway, not too expensive and not worth it. These, on the other hand, these are Up and Up from Target. These are the jumbo cotton balls. These are the same price as the, is it called Equate from Walmart? I just don't have a Walmart near me, but I have tried those before when I did every once in a while venture out like 20 miles or something to Walmart. So those are great, but these are the same price as those, and for the same amount, and these were fantastic. So I like these. So because I have Target right near me, I will continue to buy these. They soak up, they're fluffier, they're much fluffier, but they soak up the wax really, really fast. And I just like that method for, you know, getting the vendor wax out of my warmers over the hot pour, because although I will hot pour sometimes, and I hot poured in an older takeout container where I think I had like hot and sour soup. At some point I ordered hot and sour soup from a Chinese place. So that is what I use to just like hot pour a bunch of wax. But I find that to be messy, even messier than the cotton balls, because now I got like hot wax that I'm pouring in here. And then I'm waiting for that last drop, to get hard so that when I tilt it back on its proper side, I don't have wax dripping down the side of it. Do you know what I'm talking about? Anyway, so I don't enjoy that method as much. So cotton balls and the cotton cleanups are like my favorite way of doing that. And yes, I know some people do the freezer method, but it just takes too long. And I just it already takes long to switch out all my warmers as it is. So to leave it in the freezer for, 15 minutes, it's like, it's just not my favorite. So that was that. And then last but not least, I have a perfume here. So for over a year, I was doing Scentbird. And so I've accumulated a lot of these. This one is called Let's Be Real, Confessions of a Rebel. And I'm done. This is like the first one I finished. I have so many. One of these days, let me know if you want to see my perfume collection. Because I started kind of on a similar journey there. Before wax melts, I was in this discovery phase of figuring out what kind of perfumes do I like? What kind of scent notes do I like? I wanted to learn like what, patchouli smells like, or what, why can't I think of something? Musk or tobacco, those kind of smells. I just wanted to know like, who am I and what kind of perfumes do I like? And so I kind of went through. And perfumes can be expensive. We're talking like, $200 a bottle in some cases, or more, $400. So I wanted like a way to be able to discover without breaking the bank completely. So I did do Scentbird, and I have done like so I will do it. Let me know if you're interested, like Twisted Lily, where you can actually get like little samples of like the actual fragrance. Anyway, this is Let's Be Real, Confessions of a Rebel. I think they're kind of exclusive to Scentbird, but enjoyed it, liked it. I know there's like a little apple in here, which is shocking because I'm picky with apple, but I really enjoy this one, obviously, because I finished it. So that is my everything that I've warmed or have emptied. I was all over the place as usual. I hope you enjoy this. I just like chatting with you all. So yeah, let me know if you want to know about my perfumes or anything else. And I am planning on doing maybe my winter collection pretty soon, because I'm going to have this period where I'm not getting, hopefully, RTSs or a whole lot of Scentsy, to be honest, because I have a lot of wax and I just want to use up what I have. But I do have a Scentsy order coming up. I do have the two, one's new, one's not new, Dumbo scents. And then I have the winter bundle that should be coming this week. So I'll still have some Scentsy, and I'll have a club here eventually in November. But I figured this might be just the right time before all the pre-orders start coming in to share my winter collection. So I will do that just like I did with my fall collection. And if I don't start now, I will probably not get to it until it's already like it's past winter, right? So that is that. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope I didn't lose any subscribers with my, she talks too much. It's like she's just going on and on and on. So thank you so much, and take care and happy melting. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.